I'm Brenda from the Avant Garden Shop. Welcome to another episode of The Garden Gate. So you probably got a nice feeder maybe for Christmas or your birthday, and you've had it out for maybe a week or so and there's no birds coming to it. Why is that? Well, I'm going to give you a few tips on what it might be. First off, you have to think about where the feeder's located. Is it near some shrubs and some trees? In the wintertime, you want to make sure there's some coniferous trees around, like your spruce especially, and cedar trees, because the birds can hide in there and really get some good protection. If it's out in the middle of nowhere, you're very likely not going to get a lot of birds because they need some protection. In the summer, they like some berries and things like that to be able to eat as well, some natural foods. Then make sure that your seed is fresh. If you have old seed or it's gone moldy in the time that it's been sitting out there, the birds won't touch it. They just don't like it. And then one other really important thing is, do you have another feeder out that the birds have been going to? It's kind of like your favorite restaurant. You want to keep going back to your favorite restaurant. You may not be willing to try a new place. And the birds may not like the look of the feeder. They're just not used to it. Take away that feeder that they are going to. Let the birds get used to your new feeder. And then once they've gotten used to it, you can put the other feeder back out. And you may need to move your feeder to another location and move it slowly to the spot where you actually want it. Like put it in a spot where they are feeding from it and then move it to the spot where you actually want it over time. After the break, I'll talk a little bit about what cardinals especially like, because people really love to have cardinals in their garden. So join me in a few minutes and we'll talk about the lovely cardinal. Welcome back to the Garden Gate. I'm Brenda from the Avant Garden Shop, and we were talking a little bit about what to do to attract birds to your new bird feeder in the first segment. Now we're going to talk just a little bit about cardinals, because everybody loves their cardinal. Cardinals can't sit on a perch that's kind of straight out from a feeder where they have to turn to get to the seed, because their neck is really short. So they tend to like to eat on the ground and on flat surfaces. This type of feeder here is one that they can feed from, and I have 3 different sizes of this one, but you can fill that one with their favorite seeds and they'll pop right in there and sit and eat the seeds. They love safflower seed, and not a lot of other birds like safflower, so it's basically left behind for them. And they also love cedar trees, so if you can locate your feeder next to a cedar tree, cardinals will be very happy. If you don't have any cedars in your garden, then maybe add a few next summer when you're able to plant some, because they love the cedar trees. They like to be able to hide in there and eat the little seeds that are in there as well. So I hope you learned a few tips, and if you ever have any questions, feel free to drop by and we can help you make sure that you get some birds at your beautiful bird feeders. We'll see you next time on the Garden Gate. Thanks for joining me.
The Garden Gate is brought to you by the Avant Garden Shop, your destination for gardening accessories and backyard birding supplies.